On the 6th day of Navarathri, we worship Katyayani Devi, the blazing warrior goddess born of divine energy to defeat the demon Mahishasura. She is one of the most fearsome forms of Durga, yet her power is not wild or cruel. It is righteous anger, the fire that rises only to protect truth and destroy injustice. Her face shines with determination, and her very presence fills the hearts of her devotees with courage. Her legend begins with the rise of Mahishasura, the buffalo demon, whose arrogance threatened the entire cosmos. Through severe penance, he had won a boon from Lord Brahma that no man or god could kill him. With this protection, he unleashed terror upon the three worlds, defeating the gods, seizing their thrones, and declaring himself invincible. The devas, powerless before him, sought refuge in Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva. It was then that the Trimurti gathered their energies together, and from the brilliance of their combined power emerged a blinding flame. From this flame took form the radiant goddess, Katyayani, born in the house of sage Katyayan, who prayed to be blessed with the honor of beholding the Devi. She rose as the warrior mother, created solely to bring an end to Mahishasura's reign. The heavens trembled as she faced Mahishasura, who took many forms: buffalo, lion, elephant, and man, shifting from one to another with cunning speed. But the Devi was swifter. With her trident, she pierced his illusions. With her sword, she cut through his deceptions. With her discus, she struck down his arrogance. The battle raged fiercely, shaking mountains and oceans, until at last she drove her trident into his heart and ended his tyranny. The devas rejoiced, showering her with flowers, and hailed her as Mahishasura Mardini, the slayer of Mahishasura. Katyayani is not merely a goddess of battle. She is the energy of righteous anger, the fire that arises not from hatred, but from justice. She represents the Ajna chakra, the third eye of wisdom and clarity. She teaches that anger, when directed toward the protection of dharma, becomes sacred. She shows us that compassion and fierceness live together in the same heart, that love can transform into fire when truth is threatened. Every woman carries Katyayani within her. She is the young girl who refuses to accept exploitation, the daughter who stands up for her dignity, the wife who speaks against injustice, the mother who becomes a lioness when her children are in danger. She whispers to her devotees, "Do not suppress your fire. Do not mistake silence for peace. Rise when dharma calls, and let your voice and strength protect the innocent." On the 6th day of Navarathri, devotees worship Katyayani Devi with honey, red, and orange flowers, and lamps lit with sesame oil. It is believed that unmarried girls who worship her with devotion are blessed with worthy partners, for she is also the goddess of pure union and harmony. But beyond this, her blessings grant courage to break inner chains, strength to face outer enemies, and clarity to walk the path of righteousness. Her mantra is chanted with devotion, Om Devi. Her devotees believe that even a single call to her in sincerity brings protection and fearlessness. The message of Katyayani is timeless. She teaches us that anger is not always destructive. When born of love and dharma, it becomes a weapon of light. Her story reminds us that silence before injustice is weakness, but courage born of compassion is divine. Like her lion, we too must roar when truth is threatened, and like her blazing form, we too must shine with strength when darkness rises. As lamps glow on this 6th day of Navarathri, we remember Katyayani Devi, the fierce Avenger, golden and radiant, who rides her lion into battle, weapons gleaming, eyes blazing with wisdom and fire. She is the goddess who transforms fear into strength, silence into roar, weakness into courage. May she bless us with the fire to destroy injustice, the wisdom to know right from wrong, and the strength to rise with courage when the world needs us most. This is the story of Katyayani Devi, the fierce warrior, the blazing goddess, the mother whose fire is protection, whose roar is justice, and whose strength is born of love. Brought to you by Sakhi Soul Stories, where every tale of the Devi is remembered not only in sacred texts, but also in the fire of every woman who rises against injustice, and in the courage of every soul who stands for truth.